Number one thing that you need to know to evaluate whether your practice marketing is working is the number of keywords and key phrases that are ranking on page 1 of a Google search. Now, that was a mouthful, but let me repeat it. The number of keywords and key phrases ranking on page 1 of a Google search. So when someone types in a phrase and it relates to your area, do you show up on page 1? And how many of those keywords and key phrases do you have that show up on page 1? The more keywords and key phrases that show up on page 1 when someone in your area is looking for a dentist, the more likely you are to have that patient click your landing page. And hopefully your landing page is effective, so they pick up the phone and call and make an appointment. And just to kind of give you an indication of how good you can be at keywords and key phrases, the last month report that I had on Google Analytics, Life Smiles was ranked on page 1 for 874 keywords and key phrases. 874. Now, that was 7 years of hard work, 7 years of continually improving our ranking algorithm with Google. That isn't going to happen day one. But you can get to, what would be a realistic goal for any of our listeners to get to in terms of keywords and key phrases ranking on page 1? Give me the number and within what period of time?
Absolutely, Gary. So when a new client starts working with us, I know this is really, really hard because Google makes $224 billion from ads. So they make SEO really difficult. So 95% of you will get literally no traffic or very close to no traffic from Google for free. So you are forced to buy paid ads from Google. That's Google's business model. So our goal is to get you into the top 5%. And the definition of top 5% is you are ranking for 100 keywords and key phrases on page 1, meaning top 10 results of Google.
And preferably, maybe even preferably in the 1, 2, or 3 spot.
Exactly.
Anywhere on page 1 gives you a chance.
Yes.
But if you're on 1, 2, or 3, you're more likely to get eyeballs.
Absolutely. So what we tell our clients is you can expect to rank for 100 or more keywords on page 1 within year 1, and you can expect to get 100 phone calls, typically 20 new patient calls a month within year 1. So those are the expectations we set.
We'll talk about those call numbers coming in a later metric as well. Right. But number one, the number of keywords and key phrases ranking on page 1 of a Google search.